if there's anything I hate in this life, it's all these Onigbese people. I'm a child of God, so I don't hate anybody, but it's something that I sincerely dislike. People that will owe you something, they will owe you money, they will owe you clothes or wig. Sure, they will take your thing, they're supposed to return it at a certain agreed time, and then they don't. And I'm not owing anybody money recently, like nobody's owing me anything rather, but I just thought about it. Like, and the thing that annoys me is that most of them, they have so much audacity. Like, the way they'll be treating you on top of your own thing, you yourself, you'll be shocked. I find this so weird and so crazy that the person who is doing the borrowing is now getting scared to reach out to the person who is borrowing them because they don't want fights. And I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. And I think it's sincerely unfair, because I don't think a lot of people realize what that singular action is communicating. You were in a fix, you needed something, you reached out to me, and I helped you. In this Tinubu's Nigeria, well, it's God's Nigeria, but you get what I mean. You reached out to me for some money and I helped you. And then when it's time to pay, and I'm like insisting on being paid and on you, you know, fulfilling your end of the bargain, you start to make statements like, how much is it that I'm even owing you that you are harassing me like this? Am I the first person in this world to owe and not pay back? Like, it's so unfair. Like, the whole thing gets me so worked up. And I'm sure that 1 in 5 Nigerians have like a story to tell about this particular thing. Even if it's your family member or your close friend, it's not a reason for you to be abusing that access that you have to people. It's not easy for them to make that money and to even belittle their resources. Is it not just 5k that I gave you? Is it not just 300k that you gave me? Is it not just 10,000 that I'm owing you that you're harassing me like this? It's so unfair. And what it says is that you are not a credible person. You always go back on your word. That's what it means. And for a lot of people that I've actually come in contact with, the issue sometimes is not even the amount of money or what was borrowed or what they are being owed. It is the way they are being treated on top their own property. Like, I've had a friend who someone was owing her something and refused to pay, and she kept on telling me that I don't need this money, I can do without this money, but for what she did, I must collect my money. I feel like it's more honorable for you to owe and you cannot pay back. I understand that things happen, and it has happened to me too. I couldn't pay back when I was supposed to, but what you're supposed to do is reach out to the person and explain with proof. If you can, give them as much proof as possible, because a lot of them might think you're lying, but if you give them proof, they will understand. Everybody knows that it's hard, but the fact that things are hard for you does not mean that you should come up making things hard for another person. If you're like this, please change, because you keep saying that people are not there for you, but maybe the reason why people refuse to be there for you is because they've seen the way you treat other people. Think about that. If you have an Onigbese story, and also I'm not Yoruba, so if I did not pronounce it well, I'm sorry. But if you have an Onigbese story, please share with me in the comments. I'd like to hear them.